When everyone believes in something, you think that it should be true, but you might be surprised to learn that almost everyone is wrong while only a few people are right. If you want to be one of these smart cookies and impress all your friends, you will have to watch this video until the end. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe to The Things, and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today, we are showing you 5 lies that you still believe. 5. Pepsi and Coca-Cola taste the same. This has been the biggest debate of all time. Whenever you go to a bar or a restaurant, you ask the waitress if you can have some Coca-Cola, and she tells you that she only has Pepsi. That's not what you wanted, but she adds that it's the same. But you know that there is a reason why your favorite drink is called rum and Coke, not rum and Pepsi. But who is actually right in this story? Many people have been interested in this question, and there is truly a difference between Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Coke has a kind of raisiny vanilla taste, and slightly more sodium than their competitor. With slightly more sugar, Pepsi is sweeter than Coke and also characterized by a citrusy flavor burst. There are also mysterious differences that no one really understands because some ingredients are secret, but when you ask people to identify the two brands, they usually can't tell the difference during blind taste tests. And that doesn't keep people from having strong preferences, even if the two drinks have really similar chemical compositions. So what explains that someone might prefer Coca-Cola over Pepsi? It's all about branding. Coke's brand is more valuable, and that's why it usually wins. If people don't know the brand, they will prefer Pepsi. So whether you thought that these two brands were the same or not, you were not absolutely wrong. 4. Urine is good against jellyfish stings. If so many people believe this, it's probably because they watched an episode of Friends. Monica revealed the story of when Chandler had to pee on her leg to reduce the pain and swelling from a jellyfish sting. Now that we watched the show, we have never seen so many people using urine to solve their problems at the beach. But is this natural remedy actually a good solution? You might be surprised to learn that there is actually no evidence that urine can heal a jellyfish sting. All we have is personal antidotes of people who believe that it worked. It takes a lot of courage to admit that you peed on yourself, so they can at least be proud of that. But why do people believe this? People think that the acidic pH of urine helps break down the toxin and reduce pain. And it is true that the venom is really alkaline, and that it can only be neutralized with acidic compounds. So it makes sense to pee on yourself, right? But the problem is that urine is not always acidic because the pH changes depending on what you eat and drink. And even if you have the most acidic pee in the world, it won't be enough to neutralize the pain. All these stories your friends told you were just about the placebo effect. Next time, use vinegar and baking soda instead of using your own urine. That will be a better story to tell. 3. The Earth is round. Don't worry, we're not going to say that the Earth is flat, even though many people believe in this theory. They came up with strange arguments, like that Antarctica is a wall of ice around the rim, and that NASA is guarding it to prevent people from climbing and falling off the planet. We know that this doesn't make sense, but you are wrong too when you tell them that the Earth is round. In this case, you might think that it is simply not a perfect sphere because of the mountains and anything else higher or lower than the sea level. And you would be right. But we are actually talking about something more important than 8,000 meters on a planet with a radius of more than 6,000 kilometers. What changes the shape of our planet is actually that it's spinning. This is what makes it fatter in the middle and squashed at its poles, what we call an oblate spheroid. And Earth is not the only thing that is not round. Anything that is spinning will look more like an oblate spheroid. And we knew about that for a long time, as Isaac Newton is the first who came up with this theory. However, just like it took people some time to understand that Earth is round, we think that you'll have to give your friends some time to accept that it's actually an oblate spheroid. 2. You need 8 hours of sleep. Did you ever wonder why you still feel tired after 8 hours of sleep? It feels like you could just be sleeping all day. The main thing that could explain this is that people have been lying to you when they said that you needed 8 hours of sleep. But why do we hear that everywhere? People use the number 8 like it's the solution to all our problems and the reason why we are upset during the morning. And it all started when scientists found out that people sleep on average 7.5 hours during the week and 8.5 hours hours during the weekend, but people wanted a perfect number, so they said that we needed 8 hours of sleep to be in shape. And the reason why it will never work is that everyone is different. We don't have the same genes, we don't have the same age, we didn't do the same thing all day, and we don't all need to sleep for 8 hours. You simply need as much sleep as you need, and there is no perfect number. Just try to go to bed when you are sleepy, and you will see that you are maybe sleeping more or less than 8 hours. Try to understand how much sleep you usually need, and this is how you are going to plan when you are going to go to bed. Listening to your body is the best solution. 1. Diet Coke is better than Coca-Cola. If you love Coca-Cola and want to go on a diet, you might try Diet Coke. Soft drinks are never a good way to lose weight, but you could at least say that you tried and that it could make a difference. But did you know that Diet Coke is actually worse than Coca-Cola? In Diet Coke, sugar is replaced with fake sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. You might think that there are fewer calories in these things, but it actually messes with your body's ability to process the calories from sweet things. This is what makes it harder for us to metabolize the sugar we get from food. We eat something sweet, so our body is ready to get more energy. But sucralose just passes through us, and our body wants us to eat something else with sugar. This is what increases the risk of obesity, metabolic syndrome, and type 2 diabetes. This is why you should avoid anything that is sweet and has 0 calories. It just doesn't make sense, and your body was not made to drink that. If you want to go on a diet, drink water and try to eat something healthy. There is no way Coca-Cola is ever going to be healthy. Are there other lies that people still believe? Don't be shy to tell us the truth in the comment section down below. We love to hear what you think. And that's it for 5 lies you still believe. For more stories like this, make sure you watch 10 ridiculous assumptions people still believe today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.